Well, thank you again, and very much admire both of your careers in public service. Just a couple points, and then I wanted to give you both the opportunity to address something that my predecessor, who served on one of these commissions that didn't succeed, said when we had a hearing here a couple weeks ago on exactly the same topic. First, I always point out to people, because sometimes through nostalgia, sort of fairy tales get told about a perfect past that was never so, sadly. Everyone points to the great example in 1983, where President Reagan and Tip O'Neill shook hands and they saved Social Security. That part is true. The part that is often left out is that we were literally just weeks away from Social Security payments being missed. That's how close to the deadline they were. So I point out to people, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is we have time. Social Security Trust Fund will become insolvent either 2033 or 2034, depending on if you use the CBO figures or the Social Security trustee figures. So we have about a decade. Medicare trust funds become insolvent a little bit before that. So the good news is we have time. The bad news is we have time. And given the way human nature is, given the way Congress tends to act just basically based on deadlines, time in this regard is not our friend. I would also point out that, you gentlemen weren't here for this, but in previous hearings and in the previous panel, where we have three different bipartisan sets of representatives with their own commission ideas, which actually are very similar to what you have come up with. Ultimately, regardless of the shape and form of a commission, or if Congress just finally did its job in terms of the legislative process, it ultimately will come down to a decision of either more revenues or cuts or a blend of the two. I have been quite clear, I come down on the side of more revenues. I have a piece of legislation, I've put it right there in writing, what my plan would be to ensure Social Security is there through the year 2100. Sheldon Whitehouse has the companion piece of legislation in the Senate. And I think it's important to keep in mind where the American people are on this issue. According to Navigator polling from this June, when asked about approaches to reducing the deficit, 82% of Americans opted for raising taxes on the top 1% in corporations, including closing tax loopholes, and only 7% opted for cuts to Social Security and Medicare. So the American people are pretty clearly, overwhelmingly, on the more revenue side of this equation as opposed to cuts.
This is serious news. The Social Security Administration will be undergoing a major change very soon. Officials have announced that the program will likely have a new boss. Many expect the new leader to fix the issues that the program is currently facing. My dearest friends, I'll be going over everything that you need to know. So please make sure, friends, that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Martin O'Malley is expected to become the new boss of Social Security, once aimed to expand the program, but now experts say he just wants to fix its flaws. In 2015, Martin O'Malley ran for the president with an array of left-of-center positions, including a plan to expand Social Security that was notable for aligning him closer to Bernie Sanders than to bipartisan plans for the safety net. 8 years later, O'Malley is on the precipice of taking the helm of the Social Security Administration, thanks to an entirely different focus, reflective of the challenge status of the program, as well as political realities in Washington, D.C. O'Malley says his number one job, if confirmed, which is now widely expected to happen, after he received a bipartisan backing this week, will be to revitalize current operations for the agency's almost 60,000 employees. Senate Democrat Ron Wyden said, "This position, above all else, is about service, not politics." The former Maryland governor's message of focusing on the nuts and bolts of the program and leaving decisions about addressing a looming insolvency for the program to lawmakers appears set to work. The Senate Finance Committee voted to advance his nomination to the Senate floor this week, with all Democrats and 3 Republicans voting in favor of his nomination. Senate Republican Thom Tillis told reporters his willingness to hear both sides of an issue will serve him well in the Social Security Administration. O'Malley is expected to receive a full Senate vote in the coming weeks. The agency has been without a Senate-confirmed leader since 2021. That's when President Biden fired then-Commissioner Andrew Saul, who had been a former president's pick to lead the agency. The Biden administration said that Saul undermined the program. What all sides agree is that customer service at the SSA has been at low ebb in recent years. Martin O'Malley pointed out a range of statistics during his confirmation hearing. He said in an agency that has same levels of staffing it had in 1995, but with 50% more beneficiaries relying on the program's trust funds. The nominee pointed out this month how the agency has had an average hold time of 37 minutes, and applying for Social Security's disability benefits can be a whopping 2-year-long process. Another pressing concern for the next administrator is about overpayment notices that the agency is still resolving. The issue is that some Social Security recipients have allegedly been receiving wrongful notices to pay back money related to crisis-era stimulus checks. The agency's rules are that payments are not supposed to count towards Social Security benefit income limits, but an apparent problem at the agency has led to notices being sent in error demanding repayments. The issue has garnered the intense attention of senators like Ron Wyden, who promises to meet with the SSA every month until all of that and other issues are resolved. The challenges awaiting O'Malley also include planning for a looming insolvency for the program in about a decade's time. A recent government trustees report found that Social Security will be in financial peril within a decade if Congress takes no action. The program only has the funds to continue paying out 100% of benefits through the year 2034. And after that, benefits could be cut across the board by about 23%. Under questioning about his past Social Security activism, Martin O'Malley rejected GOP calls to raise the retirement age and instead looked to increase benefits. O'Malley said he jumped at the chance to be administrator because it allowed him to step away from political debates. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.